Good evening, YouTubers. It's getting chilly tonight. The wind's coming up. The sunset's over there, look. Somewhere. I've got my windproof smock on and I've got my wine, so I'm fortifying myself for the evening. Trevor Colt had me in stitches this morning. He was going on about some aircrew fella. Not a pilot, a guy who was sitting in the back of the plane, you know, pressing buttons. That was what he did. I don't know what he did exactly, but he'd be there pushing his buttons and he broke his nail. And he had to go and lie down and be relieved of his job because he traumatised, he had PSD from his broken nail. I was just thinking of Trevor, you know, in Afghanistan, like dragging a wounded soldier with one arm and shooting with his gun in the other hand, and he's shooting his way through Taliban machine gun nests. And he just breaks a nail and then just drops all the weapons and everything and goes, "Oh no, I've broken a nail." I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? What a pussy. He shouldn't be pressing his buttons too much, and he should carefully press them, that's what I think. And my missus had a channel monetised today. She applied for it last week. I think it took about a week to come through. What else was there? What else was the pussycat?
I don't know, don't film me.
Don't film me.
No, stop it.
She's gone shy, that's not like her. No, there was something else I was going to say. Northern Ireland, yeah, that's another point. Because Trevor reckons that they won't join the South, and Scotland will never leave the UK because they'll get into too much debt, and I don't think that's the case at all. I think the people will have a referendum and it will just happen, and if they get into debt, they get into debt. That's the way it is, isn't it? I mean, you see, Trevor's a Brexiteer and I'm not. I'm a Remoaner because I live in Spain. I live in the EU. Look, that is the EU. Now, when I leave work, I work in Jib, and we've got Tesco's next door to our place of work, and so I might pick up something to take home to eat, and that 2 kilometres between work and my house, I've got the border and all the cops with the guns and that, and if I'm taking meat or dairy products across the border, they can take it off me because we're not allowed to import meat or dairy products into the European Union.
And milk smuggling.
So I've become a milk smuggler. You know, if I'm desperate for a cup of tea and I haven't got any milk, I've got to go an extra couple of miles to the shop. Anyway, the milk, they'll take the milk off you. Buy a carton of milk, a 1 litre UHT milk, product of Spain. Okay, it's made in Madrid or wherever they make it. So the cows are in Madrid. The product has been made in Spain and it's been shipped into Jib to sell to people. But then you can't bring it back out into Spain because it may be contaminated. And the cops are there on the border. They took a friend of mine at a shepherd's pie when she was taking it home to put it in the oven. And they took a shepherd's pie off her. So you've got to get to the point where you've got to smuggle a carton of milk underneath a loaf of bread, you know, and stuff like this, and become a serious dairy product smuggler.
I've actually gone off the EU because of that. I've gone off them. We've left the EU now anyway. So I'm British, we're all leavers, we all left. And it's just pathetic. What has it come to? We've got to smuggle milk and butter. Oh my goodness, how childish.
You can't bring bacon.
No.
Even if it was produced and packaged in Spain, over the border to sell to the Jibbos, right? You can't bring it and take it back to Spain to eat it, put it in your... No, it's meat product, can't import it into Spain. So, there's a bit of a rant.
You do know you've just admitted to a load of smuggling crime.
I'm an evil criminal.
Smuggling milk.
Well, you can buy the same stuff in Spain, but I've got to go past my house and I've got to go another mile up the road to buy it in Spain to come back here, and it's pretty much the same price. It's not even like it's any different. Oh, it's a nightmare. The sooner the Schengen comes in and that border goes, the better.